Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Teeohh here, and I am back with the pickups. In this episode, I'll be listening to my pickups from, like, the end of January or something. I don't even remember when I got some of this stuff, to today, the 8th of February. So, yeah, I remember, you know, names where I got this stuff, but I couldn't tell you the damn date, especially when this first lot came, so bear with me here. Before I do that, I'm getting rid of this thing sitting on my lap here. It was at Goodwill today. Actually, the last thing I picked up, but I'm showing it you first because I don't want to be inconvenienced. Got a PS2 box for free from Goodwill. They had a PS1 in it before. You can see the sticker that was originally on it right there. They had a PS1 in here, and they're like, "Oh, you know, that's a PS1 in the box." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, can I just take the box then?" And they're like, "Sure." So they removed the label on here, put it onto the PS1. They wanted $40 for it, mind you. I don't know why. And they just left the styrofoam. What is of the styrofoam, and then just gave me the box. So got an OG PS2 box now, which is always awesome to have. First one of those, so that's cool to get. Now, did a trade with a guy, I believe, PJ, I believe. Let me double check that, because I don't want to feel like an idiot. I really don't want to feel like an idiot. You're gonna come with me live on camera, just so I can make sure I don't screw myself over. So the last thing I need is to screw that up in a video. It was PJ, yes. Double checking. It was on the 30th of January, actually. So, PJ. I apologize for forgetting for a second. I want to double check myself. So, I met up with him down in Sharpsburg. I traded him... What did I trade him? I traded him, like, 5 or 6 GameCube games that I was just sitting on for all of this. No, nothing major of titles. I think a couple Tony Hawk's, a couple of Need for Speeds, and a couple of SpongeBob's or something like that. Just disc only SpongeBob's at that point. But still, traded that to him. And I got all of this. Let me show you. So first up here, we got a Model 2 Genesis. Straight out of a Sega CD, so I got the metal plate on the back, and it's missing the side capsule closey thingy. Sure. But Genesis and the power supplies and cables, yada yada. And these are the games I'm going to be keeping from the lot. Everything else is pretty much going to be up for whatever. We get GTA San Andreas and NFL 2K2 for the PS2. Both, yeah, PS2 games. Probably wondering, why are you going to keep a sports game? Well, because of my series I'm going to do, where I'm going to compare video games released on different generations. So, there you go. Got that now. Actually, probably going to keep this one as well. For the NES, it's a win, lose, or draw. I didn't even know that was a game show. But yeah, win, lose, or draw. Might keep that because I love game show stuff. And everything else here is pretty much down the drain. As far as, like, me keeping it. We got a little bit of top label rip, but Top Gun. And a pretty good label of Tetris. Might actually see if I need to swap mine out for this. Maybe, maybe not. And then some PSP games. We have Madden 06. And I already swapped my case out of this, so we got my great drawing I did when I was like 8 or 9. Thrillville Off the Rails. This is a fantastic drawing, let me tell you what. Hopefully that's visible, because, like, damn, I spent like a good 5-10 minutes on this, drawing this, in a generic PSP case. So there you go. Really glad to get that just for the case. So I was sick of staring at that black case for the longest time on my shelf. Now I can see 2 Thrillville cases looking perfect at me. Don't have to worry about that black, ugly case staring at me. It's great. And I'm getting a Snapchat, and that's not great. But what is great is the rest of these games. So let's get down to business. We got, for the PS3, Unreal Tournament. I've heard these are okay. That's all I know. Sure. And then the rest are PS2 games here. We got Jet Li Rise to Honor. Fantastic title right there. NFL 2K3. Disc only of GTA Vice City. But the disc is from the Trilogy collection, so that's interesting to see. Madden 05, Madden 06, NCAA College Football 03, the Plan 3, I don't know. I was going to say Pro Skater, oh my god. Madden 07, NCAA Football 10, that's actually pretty late release. Spider-Man, Blow Out Your Candles, Bitch. Stuntman, my favorite. High Rollers Casino. Yeah, I doubt you're going to have a queen and 4 aces in your hand, bud. Okay. Another Madden 07 coming in hot. And NHL 09. A lot of these sports games he was trying to get rid of. All I wanted was the NES stuff and the Genesis, and I'm like, and a couple of the PlayStation games. He's like, you know, I'll just give them to you. I'm sick of sitting on them, so got all those. Now, there are a few more games that I got in this lot. I couldn't tell you what the titles were off the top of my skull, because down the road where I traded them in, I went back to D&E Collectibles, and I'm glad I went there because I had like $5 on me, you know, straight pimping, you know, got $5. Sure as my freaking shirt was unbuttoned. Whoopsie daisies. I look a little bit more professional now. Anyways, so went there before, and I'm like, okay, let me take a stop down here. So I'm looking at some stuff, and I see some stuff, and like I'm looking through some PS1 stuff. I see he pulls out some more games, some more PS1 stuff that wasn't put out, and I look in the back behind. I'm like, there's a stack of PS1 games. Like, hey, do you mind if I take a look at that? He's like, sure. I mean, go ahead. And I was looking through this stuff, and I ended up seeing some Dreamcast games in that stack. And then he called the owner, who lives like across the street. Said of asking if I can check them out. So he came over, said I can get them, and I asked him, would you be willing to do a trade, partial trade? And he's like, you know, sure, what do you got? So I went to the car, grabbed some of the NES stuff. I think he ended up taking 4 games and a zapper, 4 or 5 games and a zapper, and I paid him $5 as well, which wasn't bad, you know, considering that the NES games were really just common titles anyways. So I thought no harm, no foul, especially because I got 3 more games for my set. Yep, thank God. For the Dreamcast here, we got Floygan Bros. Episode 1, Slave Zero, and Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. So 3 Dreamcast games that I'm glad to get off the list. I've heard great things about Alone in the Dark, so I need to check that bad boy out. And before I do a scene switch here, I met a fellow on OfferUp on Saturday, the 4th? Maybe? Yeah, the 4th. I know my dates. The 4th. And met him over at the Mills Mall, the dying mall, which we all in Pittsburgh know about. Was bought for $100 by the bank, by the way. It was auctioned off and bought for $100 by the bank. That gave him the loan originally. $100. Good job, Pittsburgh Mills. Anyways, so met the guy there in the food court. You know, great place, public. $50 for all this. I thought that was a fantastic deal. Fantastic deal. Well, first off, I'm going to show you the 5 crapshoot games. Even though one's actually pretty cool. Well, the Three Stooges. Yeah, that's cool. We got Shrek 2. Monopoly. Oh god, if I can read that. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul. Could they make that font any smaller? Oh, it looks like the guy's kid wrote some pen on this. That's cool. And actually decent one out of here. A Toy Story Racer. You know? By the way, if some of you guys remember, I got this bad boy on the PS1. God, some year and a half ago or something from a garage sale in a lot. The disc was literally chewed. There's a chew mark in the disc. It's in one of those. I think it's like the late 30s or something. If you want to go back and check it out, it was ridiculous. Anyways, these are the main 5 that got me into the lot. And let's go on the line here. We got Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2. Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3. Look at this. Mario Kart Super Circuit. Pokemon Yellow, Special Pikachu Edition, which I don't think makes a difference, but yeah, Pokemon Yellow. And then Pokemon Ruby. So, just for these 5 games alone, I thought the lot was worth it. Definitely thought the lot was worth it. Can bundle these with some games, with a console, go from there. So, thank you to OfferUp for giving me that awesome deal. Now, I'm going to put some more stuff on the table, and you're going to see that now. Okay, yeah, I told you it would be fast, and here we are. So, went to the exchange with a couple of friends. This was, what? Saturday night as well. Yeah, later that night. Went out, and we were bullshitting around, and we stopped at the exchange after Taco Bell. You know, because why not? And for $2.50, because I'm going for Nickelodeon stuff, I thought, this was sitting there, I'm like, you know what, let's get this. Zoe freaking 101 complete on the Game Boy. Yep. Zoe 101. Go on the shelf. Fantastic game, fantastic show. Are you ready? Better ready for this, because some people were trying to trade in some stuff to the exchange, but some of their stuff got rejected. They took some, they left the others. So I asked them, hey, do you guys mind if I take a look at what you got rejected? You know, I might be interested. And he's like, sure. Took a look. there were 4 games in there, and I'm like, what can you do on them? I'm like, he's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, like $5. Well, I only had $2 in my wallet at the time. You know, I had money on my debit card, but not actually physical cash. So I'm like, you know what? Could you take 2? He's like, yeah, sure. So $2 for all these. Wasn't bad. We got Assassin's Creed 3 on the PS3. I wish this was complete, but it's just the install disc. Reservoir Dogs and Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced... Ghost Recon 2. No, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. It is so confusing of a title. Can you make them, like, any longer? Seriously. It's almost like I'm naming off a foreign city in a foreign country, like somewhere in the Middle East. Like, those names get long as hell. My God. And then, I think sometime, I don't remember, I got two spanking DVDs. Actually, this was on Sunday, the day after. 2 spanking DVDs here. We got Oswald, Welcome to the Big City, and Oswald, On the Go Oswald. Oswald was a great thing for me growing up. I mean, just look at that face. How can you not love that adorable little octopus? Even though he's big. How can you not love him? It's freaking I was going to say Waswald. Oh my God. Oswald. I'm going to watch those eventually because nostalgia trip, man. And then, whenever I was at Half Price Books, snagged this bad boy up for $2 off of clearance. Karaoke Revolution Party, so that's another GameCube game off the list. Awesome. I think that puts me at, what, 286? Something like that. So we're getting there, And then, this was yesterday. Went to the Goodwill in Wexford. I'm forgetting my things already. Oh my goodness gracious. $2, COD 2, the big red one on the PS2. Another little side project of me is just to get all the Call of Duties, so just over time, whatever. Probably the cheapest I'll find it, you know, whatever. Plus it was on my gift card, so I didn't care. And then I went to AmVets, and I got these killer things. I got a couple more things, but they're not gaming related, so whatever. This is... Ooh, my body just like gave up on me for a second. This isn't gaming related, but still, you know, for the collection's sake. As you know, I like to get HD DVDs. We got Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Never heard of it. Well, it looks pretty funny, so thought I'd snag that up. Also, because of the boy Aaron, I love you, Daddy, we got DDRX on the PS2. There's a couple more DDR games I need to get for that console, and I'll be good for that. So whenever he comes over, we can play on those soft pads to make me into some hard pads, you know what I mean? And play some DDR. And then I got these 3 VHSs for 50 cents a pop, because why not? Especially, oh, this one's going last. First up here, we got Blank Check. I saw this movie back in like 6th grade or whatever. I don't know why we watched it, to be honest, but I saw it, I'm like, hey, I remember that movie. And I had no idea it was a Disney movie, by any means. This is a pretty good movie, you know. Kind of, it actually says right here, if you loved Home Alone, you'll love Blank Check, so kind of like a Home Alone movie. But, yeah, good movie right there. At least from what I remember. I don't know, it was like 9 or something, 9 or 10. I don't know how old I was. And then we got Space Jam. Yep, you got to get Space Jam on VHS. You got to. And then lastly, Rob, I already showed you this, but still, you're going to see it again. Guess what? We got Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, Billboard Dad. That's probably so loud in the mic, I'm sorry. But Billboard Dad. Finding Dad a date becomes an adventure gone wild. Sounds like a really brief description of an incest porno. My God. But, yeah. Billboard Dad. And then lastly, today I went down to Jack's video store in Millville, and I snagged up for $5, 50-cent Blood on the Sand for the 360. And I thought, why the hell not? I think there's another... I know there's a 50-cent game on the original Xbox. I think there's 2 on the 360. I think I have one of them. Yeah, I think there was 2, possible. But got one of them at least, so... This is... I don't understand why these games even exist, to be honest. It is a first-person shooter as 50 Cent, and like you're playing as G-Unit characters. Okay. I mean, it made money. Obviously, made enough to make more games. So anyways, guys, that's all that I got. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a thumbs up down below. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. What can I give you as a question for? Yes, okay. So like I did, I got the trade and then I traded it in like immediately after. Have you guys ever done that where you did a trade and then on your way home from said trade, you went somewhere else like a game store, traded that stuff in and then got something else? Well, if so, let me know what you traded in, let me know what you got. Hopefully you get my whole string theory there because that was lengthy as hell. But hopefully you get what I'm saying. So, anyways guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching once more, and as always, I'll talk to you guys next time.